Hi there. This is a video I wanted to make for a while. Um, I've been working on a project, working with the 3-in-1 Creator Modulars, the not the expert, but the regular retails, and I've been making them modular sized, and I've been working on it for a while now. And I'm pretty much happy with it. With where I am with the buildings, there might be a few slight changes you wouldn't notice. I was going to take a second and try to go through some of the stuff I did and give you kind of a look at how they look all next to each other, connected. I do not have all of the pavement down for some of the buildings. I can't decide because while I know the tiling is very popular, I like how it looks, but I don't like that minifigures do not stand to it. So I am thinking about leaving the pavement plates instead of tiles. Maybe some tiling, but mostly plates. So that you can pose figs anywhere. So I'm gonna do a rundown. I'll start with the one I just finished. So let's take a look at the Creator 3-in-1 toy shop, and this one has some major modifications to the upstairs patio or the deck. What's it called? I don't know. You know what I mean. So we'll go try to break down some of them individually. The ones that have more interesting changes. So this part is basically completely revamped. And obviously I make all the buildings wider so that they are the same length back as the expert modulars, like the detective's office. So what that does is it makes the front sidewalk and the alleyway sidewalk, it's going to make that coincide so you can place them all next to each other. And then obviously like the roofs are all modular. This is one of the exceptions where there is no access to the roof. There doesn't need to be. So basically almost everything about the outer facade is kept the same. I like how the sets look. So I add in a few extra details sometimes. Extra windows. I take windows out if the building is going to be placed next to another building. No need to waste my window pieces on being in between buildings. So that's just a quick look at that. I just finished it. I'm pretty happy with that as is. So then you have, sorry about that. So then you have the townhouse. I did do some changes to the front window on the third story. And I still might put a slope here. There's the roof. The dragon hunters are hanging out on the roof, hoping dragons come by, I hope. Looks like someone's going up the fire escape in the alleyway here. Then that I hope to pave that alleyway there. So obviously what the main difference is obviously making the buildings bigger and then making them come apart modularly instead of hinged. I did that with the Citibank, and I kind of did a video on the Citibank. So this one is sandwiched in here. So now where the buildings meet completely with Technic pins, there are no windows on these sides of the buildings. Just like how they do on the Expert, they don't, on the sides where you would connect another building, they don't have windows because it's kind of a waste of your window pieces. That's a standard detective's office. The only thing I did was I changed some of the tiling. I put the jumper 2x2 so that I could put guys there. And I put down a 60-year tile. There's the Book of Monsters. Looks like you can get a newspaper, or you can go ahead and grab Monstrux, which is kind of cool. Looks like there's another guest detective outside of the detective's office. Sherlock Holmes, if you will, maybe just a British detective. So anyway, let's move on. This is the coffee shop. The signage for it is in the alley. So it's not well marked, but it's kind of a trendy, cool place where all the cool, awesome people hang out. So it doesn't need signage. It has such a so many people come there for overpriced coffee. It's not even funny. And you know, you have on the roof, looks like there's a little Chima. That way I can use that as a tag for the video. There's your Chima for the video. Looks like there's a Ghost Ninja up there as well. So that apartment, I don't know if that Ultra Agent knows that they're up there, but either way, very neat. The deli was a trick to do. Oh, looks like my awning. So I wanted to make sure. Oh, I also put a bay window next to the ATM on that building, on the coffee shop, just to give it a little bit more light to the alley, where I wanted to make sure people could come up and order food from the deli, because it's more, there's not a lot of seating. It's mostly like grab and go lunchtime stuff. So there's 2 windows, actually 3 windows, where you can pick up and order food. 2 in the alley, 1 in the main front. So I like the deli. Deli's for dads. It's a great build. I did not, for any of these 3-in-1s, I did not use multiple of them. I used all parts for my own stuff. So before you ask that, I did not use multiples. That would have been nice. A lot easier than using my own parts. And then I have, on the end, is the bike shop. Looks like this guy is sweating because he has dynamite that he needs to get rid of and before it explodes, but we don't know if he'll be able to do that. Hopefully he will find a way to dispose of that. And so the bike shop is there. I mostly did standard expansions for all of that. The roofs are the same. I did make sure that there was access to the roof on almost all of them, except for the townhouse. But now I'll give you a back view of kind of what it looks like all together. So some of them are not connected because they have alleyways in between. So let's see if I can get a good pan out here. So I did the ones that aren't connected kind of on the edging of the block, and these can be changed so they don't have to all be on the same street. They could be behind each other too. All of the 3-in-1s creators I did on 32 by 16 dark bluish gray Lego base plates. Looks like the perfect size, and then they just fit right in snug. The bank was actually already 16 wide, the building, so that was perfect. The other ones aren't 16 wide. You could modify them to be, but mostly I just would put them to one side of the base plate if they were going to connect to another building. Like, see, this one obviously is all the way. That gives a little alleyway. These 2 are both on the edges of their base plate and stuff like that. Anyway, the video's gone pretty long. I think you get an idea of how it looks. This is a great way if you can't afford expert modulars and you want to build a city using your modulars that you've gotten at the store. You can expand them and make them look very nice and snug with your existing expert modulars. So I just wanted to show you that. Maybe I'll do another video. This one's getting to be 10 minutes, which is fine with me. I don't know what if you guys want. If you have 10 minutes, I don't know. I mean, you watch live streams, so I guess you have 10 minutes. There's a lot of little. I put a lot of like little guys everywhere. I like to have. Oh no! Don't jump. It's not worth it. And they're all around. I have plans to put a lot of non-city type people living in this town. Shima animals, Nexo guys, Ninjago. It's not going to be just Ultra agents. It's not just townspeople that live here. It is a melting pot of love. So, the backside looks cool too. The alleyway looks really cool. You could almost put a street back there and have it be that. But I think it would be cool to have train tracks running behind that with a little train, like a little just train stop, like you'd have a bus stop. You can see I have the passenger train back there. The tracks are not hooked up to the setup right now, but so yeah, this is what I've been working on. Kind of the finished product of everything all laid out. I did also, just for fun, this isn't part of it, but that is the farmer and his garage. And he lives just outside of town. But he's hanging out there. And here is the Lego employee. And he is going to work in his mech. This is how he gets to work. So, as you can see, it's not focusing. But yeah, that's how he gets to work every day in his gorilla mech, which I can't think of a better way to go to work. There you go. Now I can use Chima as a tag. Ha! I have skirted the system. So thanks for watching. If you want, I will do another upload of this. This has been brought to you by Galagade. This camera is awesome. It looks great, and I love it. So I will be doing more uploads because it's just more fun to do when you have a nice camera. And I just want to thank everybody in the community. You're all just like super awesome, and you truly make my day every day. Thank you.